Okay, good evening, everyone. It's 6 o'clock, Tuesday, April 21st, and here's my hammer. I'd like to bring the Poquoson School Board meeting to order. First up, we have, let's see, Ms. Studd, would you please come and lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance and moment of silence?
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please pause for a moment of silence. You may be seated. Today, our quote comes from Audrey Hepburn. To plant a garden is to believe in tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Studd. Okay, Ms. Graham, do we have any additions and or modifications to the agenda for tonight?
No additions and no modifications.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Purdy, would you please, oh, you're gonna, okay. Sorry.
That's me tonight. Most worried about the photo taking part of what she does.
Yes, there's a lot of, that's.
Oh, also clicking, you know. This month's student has a love and commitment to our community and has served in many leadership roles within Poquoson High School, including president of the HOSA chapter and vice president of Rho Kappa Social Studies Honor Society. This student is also a member of the National Honor Society, Leo Club, Model UN, French Honor Society, and the Journalism Club. She takes AP and DE courses and has earned a 4.138 GPA, all while balancing working at Beans Ice Cream as a shift manager. This student has worked hard to earn a physical therapy aid certification from New Horizons Regional Education Center during her junior year. She has also sought out and participated in 2 hands-on internships for the past 2 years, where she worked with young children with autism and physical limitations, as well as geriatric patients to regain autonomy after surgeries or falls. Previously, she played varsity volleyball as well as club volleyball with Virginia Wave. This year, she took on tennis and did very well at the start of the season and hopes to return to the sport as soon as she can. This student aspires to become an occupational therapist and has been accepted to multiple integrated degree programs. She recently committed to Chatham University in Pittsburgh, where she will obtain her doctorate within 5.5 years. We are confident that through all of her experiences, she has cultivated the intellectual curiosity, patience, and cultural sensitivity essential for the advanced study and practice. Please help me congratulate Lilia Purdy as a PHS April Student of the Month. I know Mom and Dad are very proud of you. Congratulations. We are proud to recognize both Poquoson Middle School and Poquoson High School for once again receiving the prestigious Virginia Music Educators Association, VMEA, Blue Ribbon Award. This honor is the highest award given to school music programs in the Commonwealth and is a testament to the outstanding musical instruction and performance excellence in our schools. To receive this award, both the band and the chorus programs must earn superior ratings at district assessments, and once again, our music programs have achieved these highest rankings. Poquoson Middle School serves as a formal launching point for our students' musical journey, where strong fundamentals and confidence are intentionally developed. Our band program creates meaningful opportunities for students to extend their learning beyond the school day, giving them additional avenues to grow, perform, and refine their skills. Oftentimes, these experiences are not always available at the middle school level, and we are grateful that our students have this access. In chorus, students benefit from a director who brings a broad lens of instruction, helping them see how their current work connects to future opportunities. Through a balance of encouragement and rigor, she cultivates both skill development and a sense of belonging, ensuring students feel supported as they take on new challenges. Together, these programs create an environment where students build both competence and enthusiasm, setting the stage for continued success in high school and beyond. Congratulations to Randall Lawson and Rebecca Wade, and at this time, I'd like to invite up Rebecca Wade to be recognized for this dedication.
You got to stand for those. Congratulations.
At Poquoson High School, our music educators continue the legacy of excellence, building on the strong foundation established at the middle school level. Our high school chorus continues to shine with strong student enthusiasm and dedication, guided by a director who fosters both technical skill and artistic expression. Students are engaged in a wide range of opportunities, from performing the national anthem at events, to participating in school musicals, to performing with Evolution, the PHS show choir. These experiences deepen both their skills and their love of music. This year, we also welcome new leadership to our high school band program. Our new band director has stepped into the role with energy and commitment, continuing the proud tradition of excellence that defines Poquoson's music program, while building strong relationships with students and continuing to elevate performance opportunities. The high school music program represents the culmination of years of growth, guidance, and dedication from our entire instructional team. Congratulations to Rose Reed and Andrew Smith, and at this time, will you please join me up here to be recognized? Okay, and at this time, I would like to call forward one of our community partners, Ms. Kay Bolden from the Poquoson Art League.
On behalf of the Poquoson Art League, we're pleased to present a contribution of $800 to each of our schools, primary through high school, to support their art programs. Thank you, art teachers, for the important work you do, inspiring our students in their creativity. We thank you and hope this will help end the year with a little addition of money. So I have 4 checks here. Primary school,
Miss Lewis is at our art show this evening, so I'm
Hello, Heather, I'm Kay. Nice to meet you. How about elementary? Thank you. Middle school? Oh man, everybody showed up tonight.
Thank you so much.
And high school? I've just reviewed some of the work for the applications for our scholarship, and man, they'll talk about you.
You guys want to step forward? We'll take a group photo.
Thank you so much.
Guys, want to stick around, you're more than welcome to, but good? Okay.
We have a soccer game at the Lester tonight.
Oh, I understand.
A lot going on this time of year.
All right.
You guys have to stay.
We'll move on to presentations and reports. For the instructional update, we have Ms. Ide.
Yeah, me again.
Yep.
Good to see you guys. Good evening, Chair Burbidge, school board members, Superintendent Tillett, staff, maybe community. I have a few updates tonight, including Month of the Military Child, the Perkins Grant, and the SPED annual plan. This evening, I'd like to take a moment to recognize a group that is an essential part of our community, our military-connected students and families. These students navigate experiences that shape them in unique ways, from transitioning between schools to supporting loved ones during deployments, and through it all, they demonstrate a level of flexibility, strength, and perseverance that is truly remarkable. April is recognized by the Department of Defense as the Month of the Military Child, a time to honor and celebrate the important role these students play in our community. As a division, we're proud to serve and support our military families. To our active duty and retired service members and to the families who stand beside them, please know how much we value and appreciate all that you do. Your commitment and sacrifice do not go unnoticed. We are grateful to have you as part of Poquoson City Public Schools family. The whole division, celebrated the Month of the Military Child following this Spirit Week, and so we just want to share a few photos from each of the schools. This is Poquoson Primary as they celebrated together, including Purple Up Day for Month of the Military Child. Poquoson Elementary School celebrated our military children by participating in Spirit Week, but also the families were recognized with a certificate of recognition and a few sweet treats as a small token. And earlier in the year, they also hosted a veterans breakfast as well. Poquoson Middle School students and staff enjoyed Purpling Up during the Month of the Military Child Week. And during the week, the military-connected students were featured guests as part of the All-In Morning Show, where they shared stories and insights into the benefits and challenges of military life. PHS celebrates military-connected students in a variety of ways throughout the year. AP and U.S. history students partner with veterans throughout the year to document and preserve their stories. Veterans are recognized at home football games, and this month the military-connected students were celebrated with cake pops as a way to honor them and strengthen connections with the counseling department. And additionally, the Student-to-Student Club provided opportunities for connection by hosting meetings and fun events at lunch. That brings me to my next topic, which is just a little update on our AI committee. The AI committee has been working throughout this school year through the steps that we had shared at the end of last year. The AI committee continues to make steady progress in the development of the division's AI guidebook. Recent work has focused on reviewing stakeholder feedback and discussing recommended revisions to the current draft to ensure the document is clear, practical, and aligned with instructional goals and division priorities. In March, the committee members participated in professional learning on the Magic School platform, and since that time, they have been actively piloting the use in their respective schools. This approach is intended to build internal capacity by establishing at least one knowledgeable point of contact in each school building. As a result, the division will have trained staff in place to support colleagues and facilitate a smoother, more effective implementation when the platform is implemented across the division. And this is a teacher platform, not a student platform. And the committee is proposing a district-wide pilot for the 26-27 school year. The committee will continue refining the guidebook while gathering insights from the pilot to inform the next steps for the division. I want to thank Mrs. Jennifer Cannella for leading the AI committee and the time and effort of each one of the members that has dedicated to this process. Thank you. All right, next is the Perkins Grant, which is on up for approval tonight. The CTE Advisory Committee convened twice this year to provide guidance regarding the needs of the division CTE program. The committee consisted of teachers, administrators, special education staff, students, parents, New Horizon representative, and Hampton Roads Workforce Council representative, and business leaders. Members were privileged to student presentations by 8th grade technological system students and then by PHS DECA members. Committee members used the meeting times to look at both data related to the region's labor market and PCPS student CTE course enrollment, program completion rates, assessment proficiency, and credentialing. Teachers were additionally surveyed on professional development and equipment needs. The committee prioritized the needs of our CTE department and reviewed the proposed grant expenditures. Expenditures for the 26-27 proposed budget include supporting professional development, purchasing equipment for middle school technology courses, PHS culinary space, Intro to Fashion Marketing Design course, and marketing. Just fashion design, sorry, and marketing. Additionally, the grant will support the cost of credentialing assessments, software applications that are used to complement curriculum, and continued partnership with New Horizons. PCPS has used other state equipment grant funds to replace aging ovens in the PHS culinary space, the middle school robotics, and a filter for the middle school glow forge and DECA uniforms. Again, I want to thank Ms. Kim Montalvo, Director of CTE, and the CTE Advisory Committee for their work on this grant and their work year-round in supporting our students. And tonight, we're asking the board to approve the 26-27 Perkins Grant. Each year, PCPS applies for federal funding through the Special Education Annual Plan established under IDEA Part B. These funds are designated exclusively for special education services and used to support special education personnel and service providers who work directly with students receiving special education. The federal funding is broken down into these two streams: 611, who supports school-age students with disabilities, while 619 supports preschool students with disabilities. And this slide here shows you how our funding is allocated within these two categories. I want to thank our Director of Student Services, Ms. Heather Worthen, and Ruth Marie Kaysen for their work on this plan, and all of our Student Services team as they ensure our students' needs are met every day. And tonight, we're asking the board approve the 26-27 Special Education Annual Plan. Okay. And we want to encourage everyone to join us for Learning Under the Lights this Thursday, April 23rd from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. at Poquoson Middle School outside of the sports fields. We're looking forward to learning experiences with Mad Science of Hampton Roads, the Virginia Living Museum, NASA, the Department of Wildlife, and more. Student and teacher volunteers will lead students in building challenges, assembling code bracelets, building catapults, and other hands-on activities. Students will take home 2 activities to keep the fun going at home, and families are encouraged to build a device for our egg drop challenge. We're hopeful to see how many of those eggs survive, and that starts at 5:30 p.m. This gives families time to get there and drop off their egg drop device. This event is for students of all ages. We have activities for IPOP. Our youngest future scientists and our high school students will observe how STEM concepts are applied in local businesses and real-world careers. A big thank you to Jen Capper, who is our K-5 reading coach, who sought out this grant and has planned this, who is leading the team. I look forward at another meeting of recognizing each of our committee members there, as they have done a lot of heavy lifting to make sure this event is successful. And I know we have some board members attending. We hope to see you all there, supporting our families. I'm really excited for May because, last year we launched a new STEAM K2 classroom at the primary school, and so we'll have an update and hopefully some of our youngest students coming to tell you about what they're learning in May. Okay, do you guys have any questions for me?
I just have a quick question. Could you go back to the special education slide? Are we adding, just because it says like one special education teacher, I know there's a lot more than that.
No, this is just what that funding is used for,
Thank
and
you.
then local funding supports
Supports the
everything
rest.
else. So, at 455,000 seems like a large chunk, but once you start adding salaries into that, that goes away. And so that's just what it
That's-
covers currently.
Got it. Perfect. Thank you.
Yes. Okay,
Any other questions? Okay.
thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Ide. Mr. Roberts for the operational update.
All right, well, good evening again, members of the school board, Superintendent Mr. Tillett, staff, and community members. Getting started, transportation update, just a little bus patrol update for you. We were in that warning period, now we are live, so if you do violate the stop arm, you will receive, a nice ticket in the mail. So we did have several warnings issued through the warning period. Not that we like to hear that, but hopefully that has deterred and educated those who have violated that to not do it again. We did have our annual one day out of the year that we ask our drivers to report to the state how many violations that they see through the course of that one day, and we did have 9 violations that day that they reported. And I can't encourage it enough. Check our website. The police's, Facebooks and everything have also had that. The rules for the stop arms when the bus is flashing. Okay, we don't want anyone to receive these, but definitely know that it's there and it's active right now. All right, the human resource update. I attended these 3 career fairs. I will say that I spoke to some really good candidates. I had some interviews. However, the attendance have been really low at these this year. I don't know what's going on, but I've seen kind of a trend of that in the in-person events. They just don't have that many attending. But we're there. We're representing. We're trying to, go anywhere we can to recruit. We're still doing our social media posts, website, of course. Our HR department is working on our 10-year annual evaluation. That'll be done soon for our current employees. And we're already starting to work on our contracts, and we are going to go digital this year with those through Frontline. So that'll be nice for the employees to have that, just kind of at their ready. Hopefully sometime in mid-May we'll issue those. All right, one reading file that you did receive in the board packet this time was kind of due to, we've been talking about this tennis court project a lot. We had a final review, and from the recommendations from our legal counsel, we decided to open this up for an RFP. To do this the right way, an RFP, gives us all these things you can read here. It looks at things other than just price, and this is what we really need for this project. Where the solutions can be, kind of endless with this on how to fix this. We're looking for that. Companies experience warranties, guarantees, because we want this thing to last. So we don't want to just look at price. And since this is construction, you typically would have to go to sealed bidding, which is called an invitation for bid. So this is what this resolution does. It's putting in writing basically that it's more physical or, money-wise, and just the choice that we're trying to or the selection we're trying to come up with is more, advantage for us to go RFP than a sealed bid, because then we're just locked in. We have to find the lowest qualified bidder. So as long as they're qualified to do the work, we would have had to done that. And that's just not to our advantage, being small and looking for the best kind of solution here. So that's why it's kind of a little change from last month's board meeting to this RFP, which we will launch if you approve that, as soon as we can get to it. Okay. The next one, the roof project at PHS. I know Dr. Winchester's intense here. She's loving it. We are already seeing a huge difference in leaks. They're starting to diminish because we're rehabbing that, getting it watertight again, and they will start the coating process here in May. They were already there today prepping it. Still, over spring break, they did a lot of good work. But they're pressure washing now. That way it's applied and it will adhere. But since the contractor has arrived, very responsive, we're very pleased with the work that we see, and they are definitely moving at a good pace because of all this great weather that we've been having. If we continue this will go really, really quickly. So looking forward to seeing that one finish. Another reading file that you'll notice is in the packet is for our annual signing of our contract for food services. This will be the last and final renewal we can have with Aramark on the current contract. There were slight increases, but overall, at the bottom line, they did guarantee us about around $5,000 more in a guarantee at the end, even despite the increases. So this year's contract promised us, at least $20,000 as a guarantee. This one's just under $25,000. And of course, if we make more, that's great, but that's just kind of their guarantee for us. So they did up that for this current contract. And again, up for approval tonight. All right, again, still in food services, we had the audit. I know that I, mentioned that in previous board meetings from VDOE. And through those audits, it kind of found that some of our procurement was not specific enough for food services. It met the requirements as far as what the federal, state, and of course Poquoson's guidelines require. But food services from VDOE require just a little bit more. We didn't have things that specifically said Buy American. That's a huge policy or regulation that we had to follow in food services. Some cooperative contract language about limitations, and then just some provisions that's specific only to food services. So this required no policy change. The city, I brought it to their attention. They're going to look over everything that they have that guides us just to make sure they're good. But we didn't really need a policy change, so I requested from VDOE that we could just do a super reg, and they said, yeah, sure. So I got that approved, and now it's up for you guys to view, and if you have any questions, I'll gladly answer. But just know it's just so specific to food service, didn't need a policy change. And that's it, unless you have a question.
I have one question. I know that you're moving to an RFP process for the tennis courts.
Correct.
Do you have an estimated, time of completion, end of the summer?
Yeah, so on the RFP, I did put, prior to the school year starting the next school year, so that, August 24th or 25th, I'd have to look back at the calendar. That would be kind of the goal. They can start working as soon as we award and, everything's official. But that would be our goal, is to get it before the next school year begins, because we just don't want the disruption. The good part, as far as if it does run a little bit over, those parking spaces really don't get sold until a little bit later, because they let, kind of seniors go first. But our goal would be, before the new school year starts.
Thank you. Other questions? Thank you, Mr. Roberts.
Thank y'all.
Next up is Miss McGilligut. Okay.
We've all been practicing.
Yes. For our financial update.
All right, good evening, Chair Burbridge, Vice Chair DuBois, school board members, Mr. Tillett, and members of the community. This evening, I will provide an update on the FY27 budget. The budget was presented to the board and approved on March 27th. While the board has approved the budget, it's important to keep in mind that it is not yet final, as the state budget has not been adopted. The next few slides will walk through where things stand at the state level and what that means for Poquoson. All right, starting with the state budget. Our current FY27 budget is based on the governor's proposed budget released in December. The proposed includes a 2% salary increase for SOQ recognized instructional and support positions. Since then, both the House and the Senate have released their versions. The Senate includes an additional 1% increase, while the House maintains the original 2%. At this time, the Virginia Assembly has not finalized the budget and is scheduled to reconvene tomorrow, April 22nd, to continue discussions. Our FY27 budget was developed using the governor's proposed budget, and we will make any necessary adjustments once the state finalizes its budget. So with that in mind, I'll shift what that means for us locally. All right. As we look at the local impact, any changes at the state level could affect our final revenue and budget decisions. The city's proposed contribution for FY27 includes just over $1 million in additional funding. However, this is approximately $46,000 below the school division's requested amount. Given both the uncertainty at the state level and the difference in local funding, staff are continuing to review options to ensure a balanced budget. We will continue budget discussions with City Council at our joint meeting on Monday, April 27th. In summary, the FY27 budget has been approved by the board, but remains subject to change pending final action on the state budget, as well as ongoing discussions with the city. At this time, I'd like to shift to a related item that impacts the current fiscal year FY26. Oh, I didn't skip one slide. I'm sorry. Is it not staying? Is it good?
The next.
Okay. There we go. Is that good? Okay. All right. Sorry. All right. As part of the state's caboose budget, with final details released in mid-March, funding was included for a one-time compensation initiative to support staff retention. This program requires school divisions to provide an average increase of $1,500 per full-time employee using a combination of state and local required match. Divisions have flexibility in how this is implemented. It can be provided as a one-time bonus or through an equivalent action such as a salary increase. There are timing considerations. If implemented in FY26, all payments must be made by June 30 and state funds not received until June 1st. Alternatively, division could choose to implement this in FY26, but the funding cannot be split over fiscal years. So with this overview, I'm moving into the funding and our proposed approach to implement this as a one-time bonus. All right. Staff recommends a one-time retention bonus to be paid by June 30th. The total estimated cost of this initiative is approximately $494,000, which is based on current budgeted positions. Of that amount, the state will fund $223,000, with approximately $271,000 required locally. If implemented as a one-time retention bonus, the division has sufficient end-of-year funds to cover the local share, and no additional city funding would be required. These end-of-year funds are due to vacancy savings and operational efficiencies in FY26. Eligibility for the retention bonus will be based on employees hired as of May 1 and a confirmed commitment to return to the 26-27 school year. Employees in regular full-time and part-time positions who are returning for the 26-27 will be eligible for the retention bonus. Employees not returning for the 26-27 school year are not eligible, as long as substitutes and other temporary or supplemental staff would not be eligible. In summary, staff is recommending a one-time bonus for FY26 that meets the state requirements and can be funded without additional city support. This concludes the budget update.
Thank you.
Any questions?
Any questions?
Is the bonus grossed up?
Yes.
I mean, I can ask it now or later. I'm not sure the better place, though. But to start, I did some reading at the state level, too, and am in full support of the bonus. I think I would hate to leave state funds on the table. I think if we have the opportunity to do that, I love structuring it as a retention bonus. I think that is fiscally responsible as opposed to the salary increase route. It sounds great, but in an already tight budget, that just compounds. So I think this is absolutely the appropriate way to go. Just speaking to the local match, the $271,000, I know you mentioned vacancy savings and operational efficiencies. To confirm, we can do this with no additional city money.
That is correct.
And is there any specific item, that to account for those savings? I mean, just looking at this year, I know that's a loaded question given your very limited time here. We welcome you, by the way, as well, and are very happy to have you.
Thank you.
But any specific item, I guess, of note to account for the ability, which is a good thing, but to be able to cover that with current year funds?
Well, for this school year particularly, we do not have near as many vacancies as have been in the past. This is largely due to the compensation increase for this year. We've been able to retain teachers, hire teachers, even draw teachers back that left us and have now come back. So we have had significant, not significant savings, but we spent it this year. Yes.
So, I guess the question is where is the 200?
Well, we have it.
Yeah.
We still have some vacancies.
Okay.
We do still have some vacancies. We
Okay.
just don't have as many as we've had in the
We have
past.
the 271.
Yes, we
Okay.
have the
All right.
271. Sorry.
And just to weigh in on that, over the last, those of you who've been on the board for some time will recall that since COVID, we've had a significant amount of vacancy savings. We are thankful to say that is not the case anymore, because vacancy savings means you have positions that are not filled. The work that this board did along with City Council last year has closed that gap. And that's what Heather was speaking of, and we don't anticipate significant vacancy savings this year or which translates to carryover funding like we have seen in the past. However, we're fortunate to have just enough to be able to cover this match from the state. It would be, as you said, Ms. Jones, it would be a challenge if the state was funding a bonus that we were unable to take part in because we couldn't find the matching funds. But fortunate, we do have the 200, and I think it's somewhere around $70,000 to fund the matching portion for that. But we will not have significant surplus beyond that. I think that answers your question. Yep.
Thanks, Mr. Tilley. Go ahead.
This will not affect our CIP.
It does not affect it at all in CIP. You know, the connection between operations and CIP generally happens when we do have carryover funding, because typically what we do, you can't add that into operational costs because it's one time once we get to year end. And by general statute in Virginia, which is unusual around the country, the schools have to remit those funds back to their funding partner, which in our case is the city of Poquoson, June 30th. So those funds then are sent back to the city, and we typically request that they start chipping away at some of our CIP projects with those, since they're not reoccurring funds, they're one-time expenditures. So we'll be, in May, I believe we're back talking about CIP. We'll be adjusting that. As you know, the CIP is a 5-year program, and each year we look at it again as a board and decide if where we have positioned projects is the appropriate place. Sometimes a project jumps, like the obvious tennis court situation where it jumps up on CIP because of its a pretty radical need at the time. Also, sometimes some projects warrant some attention pretty immediately. So we'll be looking at that in May, but in years past, as you recall, we've had significant money due to vacancy savings and efficiencies. We just won't be looking at that this year.
Any other questions? Okay. Thank you, Ms. McGilligan. I'm sorry.
You're good. Thank you.
Okay. Moving along. Ms. Graham, do we have anyone here tonight for a public comment?
No, sir, we do not.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Let's move on to the consent agenda, section 7. We have, let's see, what is it? 4 items. There is approval of financial reports. There is authorization to change appropriation and to accept and expend funds in accordance with attached request. There is approval of personnel action and approval of minutes for March's regular meeting. Can I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
Can I have a second?
Second.
Ms. Graham, any questions or discussion? Ms. Graham, the vote, please.
Mr. Maxwell?
Aye.
Mr. Dowd?
Aye.
Ms. Osborne? Aye. Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. DuBose?
Aye.
Chair Burbidge?
Aye.
All right.
6-0. Okay, thank you. Okay, moving along. This is heat of the meeting comes into play. Section 8. The first item up for consideration is item A, consideration of approval of proclamation for Teacher Appreciation Week. Can I have a motion to approve item A?
So moved.
Can I have a second?
Second.
Any questions or comments, discussion? Okay. Ms. Graham, the vote, please.
Mr. Maxwell?
Aye.
Mr. Dowd?
Aye.
Ms. Osborne? Aye. Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. DuBose?
Aye.
Chair Burbidge?
Aye.
Vote passed 6-0.
Thank you. Okay, item B, consideration of approval of contract renewal with Aramark. Can I have a motion for approval of item B? Can I have a second?
Second.
Any questions or discussion? Okay, Ms. Graham, the vote, please.
Mr. Maxwell?
Aye.
Mr. Dowd?
Aye.
Ms. Worsborn? Aye. Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. DeBose?
Aye.
And Chair Burbidge.
Aye.
Vote passed 6-0.
Okay, thank you. Item C is consideration of approval of Perkins Grant for school year 2026 to 2027. Can I have a motion for approval of item C?
So moved.
Can I have a second?
Second.
Any questions or discussion?
Can we do all these at one time if everybody's read the packet? Can't? Okay.
No.
I was just wondering.
Good question. So we got the second. Any questions or discussion? Nope. Ms. Graham, the vote, please.
Mr. Maxwell?
Aye.
Mr. Dowd?
Aye.
Ms. Worsborn? Aye. Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. DeBose?
Aye.
And Chair Burbidge.
Aye.
Vote passed 6-0.
Okay. Item D is consideration of approval of special education plan for school year 2026 to 2027. Can I have a motion to approve item D?
So moved.
Can I have a second?
Second.
Any questions or discussion? Okay, Ms. Graham, the vote, please.
Mr. Maxwell?
Aye.
Mr. Dowd?
Aye.
Ms. Worsborn? Aye. Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. DeBose?
Aye.
And Chair Burbidge.
Aye.
Vote passed 6-0.
Okay. Item E, consideration of approval of the adoption of the geometry math textbooks for Poquoson Middle School and Poquoson High School. Can I have a motion to approve item E?
So moved.
Can I have a second?
Second.
Any questions or discussion? Okay. Ms. Graham, the vote, please.
Mr. Maxwell?
Aye.
Mr. Dowd?
Aye.
Ms. Worsborn? Aye. Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. DeBose?
Aye.
And Chair Burbidge.
Aye.
Vote passed 6-0.
Okay. Item F, consideration of approval of item disposal list for April 2025. Can I have a motion to approve item F?
I'll move to approve the disposal list for April of 2026.
2026, sorry, yes, I missed that. 2026, not April 2025. Good catch. Can I have a second?
Second.
Any questions or discussion? Ms. Graham, the vote, please.
Mr. Maxwell?
Aye.
Mr. Dowd?
Aye.
Ms. Worsborn? Aye. Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. DeBose?
Aye.
And Chair Burbidge.
Aye.
Vote passed 6-0.
Okay. Item G is consideration of approval of resolution authorizing the school board to make a written determination regarding the tennis court rehabilitation project. Can I have a motion to approve item G?
So moved.
Can I have a second?
Second.
Any questions or discussion about item G?
Just for clarification, you all do not have to come back to the board to approve post RFP, correct? Now, because we previously approved.
That's correct, yeah.
I guess I did have one more question. I mean, so with regards to the CIP, this was in this year, right? Is it still going to be able to execute that within?
This plan was in last year's CIP, already approved, and it's just taken a while to get to the finish line with actually doing the project, but the money's already allocated from the city, from the already approved CIP.
So the question is, there's no danger of losing these funds if
No,
we can't start the project?
that's already approved and allocated. CIP is not an operational budget, not annually distributed. So yeah, we're fine with that. And we actually, this was approved before, and then we had to move the money over. I'm getting a little confused about this project. Looking at Andrew.
You're correct. You're on the right track.
Yeah, and it bridged two different FYs. So we're in good shape. The money's already earmarked and in the bank for us to finish this project. And we believe it will come in under budget. Yeah.
Any other questions? Okay. Ms. Graham, the vote, please.
Maxwell.
Aye.
Mr. Dowd.
Aye.
Ms. Orsborn. Aye. Ms. Jones.
Aye.
Mr. DeBose.
Aye.
And Chair Burbidge.
Aye.
Vote passed 6-0.
Okay. Moving along. Item H, consideration of approval for a one-time retention bonus for full-time and part-time employees who are returning for the 2026 to 2027 school year. Can I have a motion to approve item H?
So moved.
I have a second.
Second.
Any questions or discussion? Okay. Ms. Graham, the vote, please.
Maxwell.
Aye.
Mr. Dowd.
Aye.
Ms. Orsborn. Aye. Ms. Jones.
Aye.
Mr. DeBose.
Abstain.
And Chair Burbidge.
Aye.
Vote passed 5-0.
Okay. All right. Item I is consideration of approval for superintendent's regulation regarding food service purchasing for informational purposes only. Read the file enclosed. May I have a motion to approve item I?
So moved.
Can I have a second?
Second.
Any questions or discussion? Okay. Ms. Graham, the vote, please.
Maxwell.
Aye.
Mr. Dowd.
Aye.
Ms. Orsborn. Aye. Ms. Jones.
Aye.
Mr. DeBose.
Aye.
Chair Burbidge.
Aye.
Vote passed 6-0.
Okay. All right. Well, Mr. Dowd, we're done.
Hey, I was just trying to help everyone.
Oh, no, I can appreciate
We're on a
that.
marathon run.
This was a long one. The last part is communications and/or other matters by school board and/or superintendent. Ms. Studd?
Poquoson Primary School has had an exciting and engaging few weeks filled with meaningful events and strong community participation. We proudly celebrated Military Child Month with a Spirit Week, honoring the resilience and contributions of our military-connected students. The enthusiasm and participation across the school made this a memorable and impactful experience for all. Our second grade students delighted families and staff with their celebration of music. The performance showcased their hard work and growing musical talents, and it was wonderful to see such confidence and joy on stage. We also partnered with our PTO for a successful Spirit Night at Beans, which provided a great opportunity for families to connect while supporting our school. Finally, our Color Run event held with the elementary school was a tremendous success. This event brought together students, staff, and families for a fun-filled evening while also raising money for school initiatives. The energy and participation were outstanding, and we are grateful for the continued support from our community. Thank you for your ongoing support of Poquoson Primary School. Poquoson Elementary School is enjoying the many signs of spring. Last week, we proudly celebrated the Month of the Military Child with a spirited school-wide celebration. During Spirit Week, we recognized and honored our students from military families, thanking them for their service and sacrifice. We also hosted a wonderful Spring Book Fair Family Fun Night. The evening featured engaging activities from every grade level, a beautiful art show showcasing work from all of our students, and of course, our Spring Book Fair. Our music teacher, Ms. Ferris, worked closely with our fourth graders to prepare a special spring performance highlighting their accomplishments in learning to play the recorder. Students combined their recorder skills with singing, creating a memorable and an impressive experience for all in attendance. We are proud to share that our Poquoson Elementary School Battle of the Books team earned first place in the Regional Battle of the Books competition, an outstanding achievement. Additionally, we appreciate the PHS Math Honor Society students who partnered with our third grade classes for a fun and educational math Easter egg hunt. Their support helped our students solve math problems hidden inside these eggs. Our PTO has been busy creating meaningful and fun opportunities for our school community. The Spring Sneaker Ball brought students and families together for an evening of dancing and connection. Through this event, our community donated nearly 800 pounds of canned and boxed food to the Thrive Peninsula Food Pantry. The PTO also hosted its annual color run. It was a joy to see our students participating with such enthusiasm. In addition, our SCA's Cereal Box Challenge was a great success, with over 330 boxes collected for a domino display. These cereal boxes were donated to Emmaus Church in Poquoson. Thank you to everyone who contributed. Finally, our 5th graders began their SOL testing with the integrated reading and writing assessment this week. We will continue the remaining SOL tests throughout May. Thank you for your continued support of Poquoson High School. The 4th quarter is a busy and exciting time at the Poquoson Middle School, filled with meaningful activities and student accomplishments. Last week, we participated in Spirit Days in recognition of the Month of the Military Child. Our Poquoson Middle School Builders Club collected over 10 boxes of books to donate to the Poquoson Library, helping to stock the little library houses throughout the city. We extend our congratulations to the chorus and band students, along with Miss Wade and Mr. Lawson, for earning the distinguished honor of being named a Blue Ribbon School after receiving superior ratings on their district assessments. We also wish our jazz band the best of luck as they prepare for their district assessment on April 28th. We know they will do an outstanding job. Our 8th grade students are looking forward to their trip to Busch Gardens this Friday as part of Launch into Physics Day. Additionally, the Poquoson Middle School Drama 8 will present the one-act version of The Day the Internet Died on April 29th at 6 p.m. We hope to see you there. Poquoson Middle School will also host its spring dance on Friday, May 1st. Congratulations are also extended to our April Golden Students of the Month. In 6th grade, we have Brantley Coltham. In 7th grade, we have Alexandra Colson. And in 8th grade, we have Lillian Dykstra. Poquoson High School continues to celebrate a number of outstanding accomplishments and upcoming events. Evolution Show Choir concluded their season on March 21st at the Powhatan Diamond Classic in Powhatan, Virginia, earning Best Vocals, Best Choreography, Best Show Design, Best Band, Best Costumes, and first place in their division, while Miss Reed was recognized with the Sandra G. Dean Outstanding Music Educator Award. In total, Evolution earned 15 awards this year, making 2026 the most successful season in the group's history. The band also achieved its 11th Virginia Honor Band distinction after receiving straight superior ratings at the VBODA Concert Band Assessment, and with the choir also earning superior ratings. Poquoson High School has once again been named a Virginia Music Educators Association Blue Ribbon School for the 2025-2026 school year. Looking ahead, preparations are underway for prom on May 2nd at the Virginia Air and Space Museum, followed by after prom at the Poquoson High School, with tickets now on sale during one lunch. The Poquoson High School Spring Musical, Alice by Heart, will run May 7th and 8th at 7 p.m. and May 9th at 5 p.m., with tickets available online and during one lunch. Additionally, the band spring concert is scheduled for May 17th at 3 p.m. in the Poquoson Middle School Auditorium. As always, families are encouraged to check the Island Times on Parent Square for important updates from the Poquoson High School. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Stead. Mr. Maxwell?
She said that was going to be a short update. I guess I'll start as I always start with the preemptive echo of whenever I've forgotten that my colleagues will remember. I also want to start by thanking Dr. Bartlett, our outgoing board member, for her service. It was a pleasure to work with her. Also, congratulations to the Senior of the Month, Miss. Congratulations to those Golden Bulls in the middle school. Congratulations to the music programs at both the high school and the middle school with their blue ribbon recognition there. Thank you to the Poquoson Art League for their $800 contribution. A lot of glitter and glue. Also, thank you to the military families and everyone for helping put together those various recognitions that were mentioned. Involved with the color run last weekend. It was a big hit in our house. My son took home the distinctive honor of, as he called it, the dirty, most colorful. And also, thank you for everyone for their preparations for the Learning Under the Lights. The Maxwell House is looking forward to doing that this week too.
Thank you. Mr. Dowd?
Well, Mr. Maxwell covered almost everything. I just hope to hear that retention bonus does something. I hope the teachers realize how much we really appreciate all they do for us. So, other than that, I just echo everything everybody else says. And thank you to the teachers and all the staff and the principals.
Thank you. Ms. Osborne?
Keep hearing. I wanted to say, PES, 800 pounds of food is amazing. I've seen 100 pounds dropping off. 800 is a lot. I also want to say thank you to all of our volunteers who are putting together After Prom. That is a huge undertaking. If you've never been on that committee, never helped decorate, it is overwhelming. So I know how much is going into that, and I really appreciate it. And really everything else, good luck to our music program in the high school who's going to New York City this weekend. I'm jealous, but I'm not, because I'm going to sleep while they're riding the bus. But that's it. Go ahead.
Thank you. Ms. Jones?
Yes, I actually think all of my notes have been covered. It might be me that's buzzing, I'm not sure. But Ms. Purdy, the Virginia Music Educator Association's Blue Ribbon Awards, really awesome. Thank you to the Art League. Our military families definitely deserve all the service and sacrifices. The Spirit Weeks are just a wonderful recognition, and thank you to all of those families and to the schools for giving them the appropriate recognition that they so truly deserve as well. I too am looking forward to the Learning Under the Lights. I love STEM activities, so thank you to Ms. Capper and everyone involved in pulling that together. Encourage everyone to come out on Thursday night out to the middle school for that event. It surely looks like it is going to be great. And I too did want to give just a public thank you to Dr. Bartlett for her service on this board. I enjoyed working with her, and it is it's a sacrifice of time, but all of us are passionate about doing it and appreciate her time and service on this board. That's all I have.
Thank you. Mr. DeBose?
Just a few things other than, obviously repeating what everybody else said. I just want to underscore the Blue Ribbon Awards and everything that our middle school and high school do for our students from an arts standpoint. Being a kid that grew up in all of that with a number of great teachers, EMS and the PHS schools. It's so comforting to turn around and see continuation of excellence that has happened through the system, through the changes that we've had. We've had a lot of great teachers in those areas, and we're continuing to bring good ones into the school system. Also want to underscore Teacher Appreciation Week. Obviously, we're here for the teachers and for the students, and unfortunately, coming from a household that has had a mom, or that had a mom that was a teacher and has a wife as a teacher, they go through a lot on a week-to-week basis that truly is unappreciated on what they do for our students. So just want to continue to reinforce that because they truly do make our students and our children better every single day. Also, along that same vein, appreciate all their help for prepping the kids for SOLs. I know SOLs are at a fever pitch in my household. I've got a third grader who is terrified right now about her first SOL. So and it's not because her brother's not picking on her about it, but that might be. But 100% what all the teachers do to prep those kids for those SOLs. And the last thing is 6 weeks left. 6 weeks. Almost there.
Thanks. Okay. I'd like to congratulate Ms. Purdy, the Senior of the Month. I'd also like to thank the Poquoson Art League for their $800 checks to all of our art programs at the schools. The art show at the elementary school was great. I really enjoyed walking around while my son was spending money in the bookstore. Just looking at all the different art projects. We've got really good artists in our community. It's that money will be well used, and so thank you to the Poquoson Art League. Ms. McGilligot, We're glad to have you on board. I hopefully will get more familiar with your last name. I apologize. I did go to the Poquoson Elementary School sneaker ball. I guess that's what it was called. That was one of the loudest experiences of my life. Thank you to the PTO for helping put that on. The kids really had a good time. I want to thank Dr. Bartlett for her service on the school board. Her expertise as an educational professional will be missed. And lastly, the Teacher Appreciation Week. I want to thank all the teachers for everything that they do. We wouldn't have this community that we have if it weren't for the teaching professionals that work in our schools. So thank you very much. That's all.
And I will conclude, as I usually do, with I agree with everything that's been said tonight. I do want to reiterate a welcome to Heather McElligott. And I didn't even say what your former employer said, McElligott, right? No, it's, we're learning her name, but everything else, she has hit the ground running. Quite ambitious to join a team as the chief financial officer in a budget cycle, but she's done it extraordinarily well. So I'm thankful she's here, and welcome aboard. Secondly, I also, as many of you have said tonight, want to thank Dr. Bartlett for her extraordinary service on this board. Not only is she passionate about education, she's quite skilled and knowledgeable about this business that we all love. And I have enjoyed working with her and appreciate very much her service.
Thank you. Ms. Graham, is there any additional material for board review?
No additional material.
Okay, thank you. With that, I will adjourn the meeting.